Cammy rocks Sagat. That is a traditional Danny team.
Yeah, he's been rocking that throughout the bracket. Argen on the other side
Rolento.
Here. Yeah, he's bringing out that Rolento alongside that Blanka and that Sagat. Interesting deviation from what he used in his in pools earlier, but it's fantastic. K-Groove showing it. We got the Shakira art on deck. Let's kick it off here in the probably one of the most based training stages in all of fighting games.
Absolutely. And in this version, it can have music other than the default music, which is, I believe, what we're hearing right now.
That's right. Yeah, you have music that isn't just from fighting games either, but it's also from staples of SNK and Capcom, such as Final Fight, and even some of the KOF and Fury titles.
Level 3, right through the jab pressure. That is.
Oh, he caught him on the other side. You thought.
That was surprising. Got him with Take No Prisoners on the cross-up from. Oh, this is Joe's theme.
It is, yes.
That's Joe's theme. Very good. Rolento doing that with that much time left enabled Argen to get a lot of life back on Rolento. Now Cammy trying to put some decent pressure. Spiral Arrow, safe at that distance.
Yeah, it's a
Don't do it up close.
Stand Fierce is coming in. She's got such frame advantage on that Stand Fierce. She can continue to just walk you down all the way. Watch your step, because this is one of those games where Spiral Arrow hits low.
Yep. Oh, another Take No Prisoners. Nice JD, throwing the corner, down medium punch. Danny losing a lot of life there on Cammy, not going to get a lot of it back. However, Cammy has a pretty okay matchup against Blanka.
And she can JD against the Lightning and get a significant amount of meter gain from that, which will really benefit why K-Groove is so good and you can never get enough of it.
Yeah, Just Defend is... I think people did not quite understand just how good it was at the time, but it is very, very, very strong. It doesn't have the advantages of parry, but it does have a bunch of them. Oh, trouble there. Can't take another hit unless he JDs. Oh, jump fierce. Danny has his work cut out. Their work cut out for him. They're going to have to... They didn't get Blanka to pop K-Groove, so that is a full meter carried over, which is a problem.
That's one JD. He could even block 2 hits, possibly.
Anyway, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. He's angry now. Yeah, and also up note, he gets a significant damage boost while he's angry as well. So when he's glowing red.
No anti-airs from DanielRGT. That's not the right time to do that. Getting pressured. Guard break, but not gonna do anything with it. Tiger Raid too far away to get it. Empty jump Tiger Raid or empty hop Tiger Raid, a really fun way to get a lot of damage out of nowhere. Nice uppercut. Jab pressure.
Love it, walking forward with those stand punches. Blanka ball again.
No,
looks like he was trying to counter it. Nothing happened there. Oh, that was deep. Nice and late. Veteran Tiger uppercut.
Yep. Good. Okay. Looks like trouble.
Nice
jump back. Okay, Argen handily takes it. Blanka in the middle. Up 1-0 against DanielRGT. DanielRGT needs to slow the match down a little bit because Rolento kind of just did stuff. Rolento is not solid.
Yeah, but it was able to land a pair of those level 3s out there, which set the tone in the right direction there. So see where it goes. One thing I love too is to Argen's credit as well, is Blanka just is such a dominant character with the air-to-airs, whether it's the jumping roundhouse and that problematic jumping fierce. You can definitely see him go to town with it.
Blanka and Sagat considered to be, by Boss and a lot of Japan, CVS 2020.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
They are CVS 2020.
That's facts, that's facts.
They're just the strongest characters. Nice JD there. Cammy with decent pressure. Fierce punch was invented for a reason. You gotta hit it.
Yeah, you get so much. You get a good amount, healthy amount of time to be able to confirm off it and get more damage on the table. Oh, that was good. Yeah, anticipation that it would go low. You slide in those DMs. I'm gonna slide right back. You up? No. How about you?
Oh, that was the. Oh, another good opportunity for hit confirm. DanielRGT not getting it. It's gonna just blow through.
Yeah, that's level.
Watch out. We now know Argen loves to use Take No Prisoners at opportune moments. Better to slow it down.
Stand medium kick, reliable anti-air. Oh,
remember, it's low.
It's low, yeah, that knowledge check got it there as Rolento pulls it back. Another thing I want to mention too about like what you were talking about with Tiger Raid, it's super that when you do it randomly in neutral, you want to do it from point blank because it can be able to catch them and give them less time to crouch.
If they're not crouching already at Super Flash for Tiger Raid, it hits. That's why empty jump Tiger Raid is so dumb. He'll throw him again. Short, short, short. He has meter. He's looking to land another take no prisoners. That was a little risky. Down medium kick, no confirm.
Yeah, Argen's trying to see what he can get. Can he?
You
Oh,
have to
you
be
have to
blocking.
duck. You gotta duck.
Argen with the fun knowledge checks there, and fun is a relative word here. No super.
Man, he was on absolutely
No
Zero Vita. 0 vital. You just had to tap, tickle him, breathe on him in any way, and you would have taken out that Rolento. Instead, he just goes to town for 80% of the HP. He's just undoing a rock formation.
DanielRGT right now struggling, needing to find a way to make this up. Nice punish there.
Yeah, and he got some mileage out of it in the last match where he was able to hit that level 3 shine knuckle there. Let's see if he can find
Nice
that work.
anti-air, finally.
Yeah, that stand roundhouse is like a very good button for Mr. Howard here. Oh, the
Very
crack
okay.
counter. Crack counter with the light kick to
Nice
get the high
Geese.
version.
Throw him into the corner. Oh, did not get the...
It looked like he did a low crack
Went
counter
for elbow.
cancel. Yeah. Oh, for elbow.
Went for elbow. Did not get it. Is getting run over by Argen doing jumping normals, which honestly, just Blanka things.
It gets the job done, man.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, a lot of people,
Nice.
from what I heard
Top
on the
round
street,
house.
is like his air normals in many ways functions like its own Dragon Punch. Maybe even better.
Gets bit. Into the corner we go. Sagat just needs to there you go. Air to air will also do it. Decent pressure with the kicks. Sagat has extremely long legs. Nice roundhouse again. Blanka walking forward. Presses a button into the most active button in the universe. Sagat down fierce. This is a much closer match, and DanielRGT has an almost full K groove meter.
Yeah, that's what Sagat does. He's able to close the distance there. As you say, he is large and in charge and
Very good cancel there. Confirm on the short hop. If you short hop, you normally don't get to push any buttons on landing in time. That's a lot of damage.
It's a haymaker. He's lucky he wasn't angry there. That would have really evened the score up for Danny. Danny here for the first time, not on the ropes. Ah, just caught a pair of 2 haymakers as soon as I said
Slow
it.
that down.
He's still a little angry though. The damage boost could be able to take him the distance.
Oh, tried to do empty jump Tiger Raid. Tried to do it again. Choking it up a little bit. The match is now completely even. Both of them with no bar. They're probably not going to get another one before the match is over. Good pressure with the short hops. Ooh, you got to watch out for that. Nice jab pressure. Goes for a Tiger Crush.
It's a heavyweight battle
Oh,
here.
gonna break the guard.
Oh!
No, gonna break the guard in time. DanielRGT falls to Argen, who manages to stay solid there at the end. Unfortunate result for Danny, but Argen advances.
Yeah, that was a good comeback for them, like coming in towards the end. And it was very close at the distance. Shows what Sagat could do. That was clutch by Argen, by the way. With
Yes.
that guard break on deck, the JD, and then using the frame, because JD doesn't work like a parry. I want to establish that. And you said that to your credit. You're correct.
JD has a little bit more frame advantage, like it recovers a little faster than blocking, but not a lot. However, the advantage of it is that it gives you a lot of meter. It gives you a little life back, not enough that sometimes it's worth it. But primarily you want a JD everything you can because you recover faster. It makes moves that sometimes are just barely safe, just barely unsafe.
Right.
That's nice. So why you see a lot of JD into throw is because that ends up being a thing with people who push buttons that are only like +1 or +2 up close.
Yes.
You JD him and you're like, excuse me. Get on the floor.
But Argen using that advantage, that slight advantage, to get that Tiger uppercut in there and close it out and cut off the comeback. Because especially if he didn't land those 2 stand fierces there, it would have been a different story.
My problem is that I have played with DanielRGT all of my life. I know them very well. I'm one of my best friends. And I can see the mistakes, which is unfortunate because they played otherwise fairly well, but there is a lot of little things that they could have taken advantage of throughout that
Besides
matchup.
crouch blocking?
The crouch block, that's hard because you're forced to block almost every hit of the jumping twirl.
Right.
And you have maybe a frame or two to then adjust to a crouch block.
Yes.
It's not that easy.
It's not.
It's not that easy and off a short hop because you get to cancel it off a short hop. Remember, if you short hop in this game with a button, you land and you have extra recovery frames than you would normally than a jump, unless you super or special cancel. That can come out instantly, which is why that works, which is cheap, by the way.
Yeah, but that's CVS too, and that's why we're here.
But you can do that kind of thing where you do a hop roundhouse with Sagat super deep. It like barely clips you standing,
Right.
and then you immediately Tiger Raid, and that also works. It's cheap stuff.
Hey, we're
Cheap
here to
stuff.
tell you all about it. We embrace it. I mean, and likewise, so are these two next players here.
Oh my God!
You know, we got heavy hitters up in here. We got heavy hitters.
So we were talking about Pat Van Pelt and about Silentscope, like it was about to be like, oh, they could both very readily make top 8. What if they were fighting each other
right now?
What if that was the next match? Because it is Silentscope, like maybe the only Rugal player I know in my life,
and he's only gotten better. I mean, seriously, he had an amazing performance at EVO last year.
Yes.
Just throwing down with the likes of like John Choi. And then his run also at Texas Showdown was fantastic. Came back with a vengeance, taking out some of the killers from there, like the likes of Sonic O, Sonic Boom, also as well, like just being able to do that kind of work. Pat Van Pelt also here. He's been doing fantastic, representing the DMV, and he's been in those, like in a lot of tournaments where you don't. He's been the one that's been going up against the boss, the Mins out there, and those that have been able to have like that pedigree up there. He does have that championship battle, and especially like he's been getting the winning edge over his rivalry against Dr. B over the last few years as well. Shout outs. But yeah, they've talked a lot of trash like throughout various Facebook groups, fringe Facebook groups that are like in response to that Facebook group, and secret Discords. I have all the receipts.
You can't be talking to me about these things that I actively try to forget. I'm like on purpose trying to forget that these things happen. You can't do this to me.
I can't. I apologize. But here we're going to go. Like, exactly. This is not just a common top 8 matchup you see at a major. This is becoming like a top 4 matchup you see a lot of as well.
That we're having it in top 16 tells you how big the bracket is and how many people are here, and also kind of the quality of the players that they managed to wind up against each other. Pat Van Pelt, just an enormous bully. Just a bully in every game that he plays.
He was having fun in pools, by the way. You know what his motivation was?
What was his motivation?
He wanted to hit the Kimfinite. He was rocking Kim Cap 1 throughout pools. Oh, it was dope.
Yeah, people who can land Kim Infinite just in pools, terrifying. Let's see here. We got Sack. Listen, the names are backwards right now, but Silentscope with Rugal up front. Rugal Chang. Oh, that's going to be a punish.
Yeah, to the wall.
Yep, to the wall, and then that's decent damage. That's safe. Reflector is a safe button. Well, a safe move.
Pressure up close, too.
Excuse you, please return to the corner. Nice grab. Throws him out of the corner, but it's still a lot of damage. Nice JD by Silentscope. Get in the corner.
Oh, storm shutters.
Oh, my God.
He caught the front and the back of the eye wall.
My man said, back to the corner with you.
That Huracan is a tropical wave.
Jeez. Oh, my God.
Oh, we got special intro, by the way. Just wanted to shout that out.
Oh, man. Yo, they got beef? That's crazy.
Of course, man.
Oh,
Oligarch
that's
and Dictator, they see each other, you know?
Oh, nice run up.
Kaiser Wave. Shout out to
meter.
Wolfgang Krauser.
Oh, that's a
cutter.
great
Level 3.
Short, super. Great stuff here. Silentscope, honestly, playing out of his mind. These are great buttons.
And we haven't seen Rugal's crouching fierce yet. It's like activation though.
Paint. Hey. Ha ha ha.
And the scissors.
That's so much damage. It doesn't matter. Silentscope's still alive. Great JD. Did you know? Okay, I could be wrong about this, and someone could correct me on this, but I've always been told that you get to JD of 1 frame faster than you can block.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's true. I don't know if frame data works that way. However,
he prevented the punish there, but then being able to immediately counter from it. I mean, just knowing that your fireball is going to get whacked like that, and then
being ready. Oh my God. So anyway, Chang, strange, interesting character. Chang has got sauce. Chang and LAGr, another popular or like a pick that's getting more popular with players who still play this game because there's things about him. Chang having like an assist in Choi is part of what makes him kind of interesting because he has interesting coverage to allow him to approach. That's going to be an activation. Fierce. Here, roundhouse, super.
And then gets that spin
Doesn't
dash in
get
there.
the full super.
Yeah, not all of it there. That gives great benefit to Chang. You know, one thing I want to ask you about Selly here is that do you feel that Choi sometimes can be a bit distracting? Like sometimes you want to look after him, you want like he's just like an assistant. You think you
corner.
can hit, and it causes Chang to kind of just like sneak some things in despite his stature.
It's because you kind of have to pay attention to Choi because Choi is generally an active. You know, when he's out there, he's just a hitbox. He's a hitbox that's going to be trouble. Morrigan, a tricky character. Morrigan having very unique interaction with Run in this game.
Yeah, you need it because like it's the only way to play her like you have her in VSAF.
Yep.
Because she has that Capcom dash. That's terrible.
Weirdly, has not as good in Capcom grooves. Silentscope up 1 over Pat Van Pelt. I'm not gonna say his name on stream.
It's been a few years.
It's been so many years.
You should see the first time I saw it, I was just like...
You were like, what do I do?
Spooky's like in my ear, like, you can do it, man. You can do it. Just say Pat. Just say Pat.
Just say Pat. You got this. Shout outs to Spooky.
Shout out to Spooky. He's here, man. He's been kicking it. I always love catching up with the guy, man.
Yeah.
One of the first people I commentated majors before.
Hell yeah. Silentscope right now with a little bit of a lead. Rugal. It's hard, right? Like, in the United States, you're not going to run into a lot of Rugal players, so your match experience is hopefully you run into Silentscope online. He is possibly one of the better Rugal players I can think of in the world. I think he gives good Rugal players in Japan the business too. These are great, just extremely good spacing, use of throws, pokes, just everything coming out from Silentscope. If you get hit by a short, you're in trouble. That was a great
love
JD.
that JD from the Crouching Fierce, and it kind of looks like he could have landed either way.
Yep.
After coming from it. Yeah, and I just want to point out, my favorite button of Rugal here is that Crouching Fierce he has, just the deep reach that it goes into.
Yep.
I love how it can stop like certain people's approaches there.
That medium punch is so gormless. Oh, okay, well that's going to be a ton of chip damage. You're all going to wonder...
It's enough into the super.
Yeah, you're all going to wonder why this match suddenly looks so even. So, Sakura is the bane of K-Groove everywhere. That fireball, by the way, is so slow that even if you roll cancel it, it tends to clip your toes. Just so you know.
Well, that was like good precision there.
Yeah, Sakura on block can melt your life bar so hard because of the nature of her custom combo that it doesn't matter that you're blocking. So, you know, if you're getting into this game and you're like, wow, why is that happening? Well, that's just how it is. Into the corner, into the other one. That's a grip of damage already. Silentscope, great punish.
Nope,
oh my God!
Man.
He jumped up to JD.
Off the screen!
He jumped up to JD, the stomp, and then went, shut up! Slapped him in the face. Silentscope right now, saying, hello, I would like entrance at the top 8 if you would. Throw Blanka to the corner. Stop getting up quickly. Oh my God. He's close to dizzy. Not anymore, I don't think, but...
Yo, the way he continued that pressure after hitting the Rapu kid out there, and he's just walking down Pat's Blanka like, go on and activate. Come on.
Silentscope, I have to apologize to you. When you check this VOD, earlier, because of some matches, you know, a couple years ago, I was like, man, I could beat Silentscope. I would like to formally retract my statement and issue an apology.
Before he throws you in the wall?
Oh my God, he's playing out of his mind, this Rugal.
This was me at Evo. This was me
at the last Evo. I thought he was gonna JD that and level 3 God press into the corners again. I was like, no man, please.
Well, he's got
Blanka has meter. Blanka
but he's got Robert Englund, so
Robert Englund, shut up. Shut up. Oh, I hate it here. Oh my God.
I want to point out too what you were saying here.
Okay.
Oh,
that's the punish, finally. That, by the way, that ball and chain swing, that hop, oh my God.
He anti-aired.
He didn't even die to Chang. He died to Choi.
Got a character advantage, sending Pat Van Pelt into losers. I mean, another Silentscope statement. Man, you know how I knew he was on game? You know how I knew? I was in Jebailey World, right? I was in Jebailey World. I go and walk up to Steve, Silentscope, right? And he's standing there. And right behind him in the distance is like in silhouette vision is the Silentscope cabinet. And he's standing right there, the Silentscope's cabinet. I'm like, he's locked in. He's locked in. You don't miss.
Silentscope, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I was wrong. I don't know how to play this game. I don't think I've ever known how to play this game. Actually, it's all you. Oh my God.
I'm sure the chat is continuing the Silentscope apology tour, because let's keep it going, carry it on through the Facebook and all the other groups we've had for CBS2, because this community's still been kicking it. No matter how cheap the tactics get, we find a way to adapt, taking down heavy hitters up in here. And hey, you think this was A-list? You think this was A-list enough? Wait till you see what we got next. More stars on display, because you know it's going to go down.
Don't say no.
Oh, you know
God.
it. You know it.
All right, so we got a pretty good match in that there's one player that's pretty good, and the other one's CEO Jebailey. Oh, Alex, I love you. We got JWong versus Jebailey. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be as real as possible.
Tell him how you feel.
Justin's probably gonna win this. However, Jebailey is a very, very, very old CVS2 player and does play it, I believe, with a little more regularity. Alex already smiling. You know he's already making some excuse about, you know, he's going to say, I don't play this game, whatever. He plays this game enough.
He's done so much for this game. And, like, shout-outs to him for constantly putting this game on the map. I mean, look, man, I'll tell you. If one day it was the end of CEO, okay, and CEO had to be run from one of the back spare booths of a Popeyes in the back of that restaurant, and that's what's left the CEO and all of it to run, well, guess what? We're still going to have CBS2 going on. So, by the way, Justin, fun facts here I want to mention about Justin. Justin's been going through pools with a ratio 4 Sagat, like bringing out some of that Wasler energy to be able to try to see if he can get refunds of the game offline, taking it to another level.
Oh, he's been ratio 4ing people in bracket?
With Sagat,
Let's
ratio 4
go.
Sagat. He got that stand fierce that hits like Harimaru's.
Justin, never change, man. All right, well, let's see what happens, because maybe he'll do it to Alex.
Oh,
you know Justin's the kind of person to do it to Alex, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, that's the CEO moment that we're looking to define here and put it together.
Oh, no, he's hovering end.
And we already had butt checks.
Oh, no.
We already had butt checks.
Oh,
so
no.
We already had them.
Oh, my God, Justin, don't do this. Justin, please. Justin says no problem.
He is bringing out LAGr up in here.
Oh, my God.
Now, Jebailey going straight for Hibiki to begin with here with K-Groove. So, able to match him with some of those pokes, as well as punish some things here and there. Hibiki's got some sauce to work with and has gotten Alex a lot of good clutch comebacks throughout the lifespan of CBS2 over the last few years.
I think Hibiki is actually, like, if I was going to have a character, like an unorthodox character to fight Sagat with, I think Hibiki is one of them. That almost was it. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to land that combo on short characters, but we now know that JWong has those. That fierce did a grip. Do not do unsafe things at Sagat, especially not when he's ratio 4 and angry.
Yeah, and just when you see that C-Groove climb, I mean, I love seeing what a ratio 4 can do with the C-Groove cancel from that level 2 and what kind of sauce you can get up out of that. But, you know, both people standing their ground here. Don't want to give too much charge to one side because you know it's going to get explosive.
This is smart of Alex, actually. Alex is playing it very slow, and that's just fine right now because the match has already taken long enough that Jay is not like... That's
15 seconds. Ooh, hit it from the back.
Yeah, Jay is not going to get any life back, which means that Hibiki took down half a character with a ratio 1.
All right, who told Alex that was a good idea?
I don't know. A little pixel, a little sliver of health. This matchup also pretty decent for...
That's smart, man. That's smart by Alex. Very smart strategy there.
Cammy has the lead right now.
Yeah.
This is already a losing battle for Jay, and I know like a lot of people like go, oh, but it's Justin Wong, it's the Wasler. It's like, listen here. Jebailey is old enough and cheap enough to know that now is the time to hold down back. He's already bled out 30 seconds of this. He's going to lose a lot of health. He's dead.
What distance? And there's that C-Groove cancel.
Never mind.
Ooh.
Never mind. I take back everything I said. I was trying to hype him up. As soon as I hype him up, commentators curse.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. That was the damage I was expecting.
Oh, my God. Justin is just so safe. Oh, my Lord.
So he gets a little more generous life, but still not a lot. And I would say now he has a lead over Blanka. Would you say that, Sully?
No, they're behind. If right now the time goes to 0, Blanka wins.
Oh yes, yes. Now
This is the reason. This is one of the several reasons why ratio 4 is kind of a bad idea. Is that you never have the life lead after the first round. You're always fighting from behind. Now, yes, you're enormous, and just 3 hits puts you back in the lead. But it's so much harder to do offense in this game than it is to do defense. However, Justin already in. Jab, jab, down, medium kick is not going to get the full conversion.
No, it looks like that. Yeah.
Already in the lead, though. Now, Jebailey does not have... Like, Justin no longer has incentive to go in, so this meter is pointless. That's going to hit. Did a grip.
That confirms from the logo, man. Just taking it home. He can get an easy chip out here. Just does so.
Incredible stuff.
Yeah, just hits a button there.
Oh,
Alex
no. Alex is suffering right now. Oh, Justin.
He started off smart, too. He started off so good. That's a refund face.
I can't believe that Alex Jebailey is about to refund Capcom Collection, too.
Justin Wong, he putting on that smile every single time someone sends another 40 bucks back to Steam. Yeah,
is he going to do Sagat back? Is he going to do some weird mirror stuff, or is he actually going to pick a squad?
Looks like he's going to take his time here, but it looks like it's going to be the same team. He's going to stick to his guns here. Just to remind you all, this is the winner's bracket side.
Yep, this is still winners. This is winners quarters. So in winners quarters for CVS2, JWong is playing ratio 4 Sagat. The meanest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen some mean things in tournament.
So Alex got off to a great start with Hibiki earlier, just laming it out all the way to the 7-second mark to just deny the return of the HP to the ratio 4 Sagat.
You gotta play this nice and safe.
Oh, good chain there. Yeah, connected with. One thing I like about both these characters is they can hit confirms from like distance.
Oh my god. Unfortunately, Sagat has no more reason to like go in on Hibiki. Jebailey, as long as Jebailey can maintain a life lead with a character like Hibiki, then Justin is incentivized to walk forward to try to get some of that damage back. Goes for something. Oh, ran out of meter just in time. Nice down fierce to whiff punish.
Yeah, well done.
Hibiki could still make some of this extra damage stick, but it's kind of hard. You want to like shave off some more life before the end of time.
So it's like both sides have an incentive to play lane.
Yeah.
Jebailey trying to make it less rewarding for Sagat's victory, and this time with 23 seconds.
Yep.
We'll see there, yeah.
Sagat gonna get a little bit of life back, like tip of your pinky. Yep, not a whole lot. Ratio 4 and also only 200 seconds left on the clock. Cammy.
Trying to really reach with that stand roundhouse. That's going to be her best chance equalizer there.
Yeah, Sagat has to harass in this match with standing leg kick, which is probably one of the only buttons that really harasses Cammy in this match, because standing fierce is just not as effective as a move in this, because Cammy can duck right under it. Crouching fierce, obviously a good button, but Cammy has 2 very good buttons to deal with it. Standing roundhouse, standing fierce, just a lot of stuff. Nice tech there. Save spiral arrow, walk up short, medium. Justin showing he's got those. Nice standing roundhouse. Oh, you gotta punish it. No, punish. Oh my, no, punish again.
Oh, this really helps with Alex here. Can he get a little more from that rage gauge buildup? No, it's gone there. But now he's going to milk the clock to lower the reward. Watch your step, Justin. Spiral arrow hit low.
Good pressure there from Alex. Alex has a decent shot here at forcing Justin to not play ratio 4. But a lot of drops there on basic hit confirms. Unfortunately, Sagat has 2 meters. Alex needs to not overextend. Overextending here does mean down medium kick, level 2 super, level 1 super, and he's off the table.
Yeah, and Seagroove cancel will do that. We saw earlier how much damage it can throw out.
Nice standing light kick from Justin to stop that roll into jab pressure.
He earns his stripes with that anti-air too for a good 25% of his HP. Now level 3's on deck. He's in distance to kill him.
He has meter.
I think low fierce, low tiger cannon. That's gonna get the job done, guaranteed.
see. Slow approach. Jebailey needs to make some of this count. Jebailey does manage to put Justin in the corner on the threat of Rage alone. He's now giving more room back. Should probably not give that much respect, but it's hard not to. It is Justin.
Yeah, 35 seconds, but we're a long distance from timing it out.
Oh.
Justin could definitely peel off and chip some of the HP back in there, but it's standstill season, folks.
Jebailey taking 3 damage there for no reason on a back hop. 18 seconds left. Justin goes for a gamble. Nice JD on Jebailey's side. Jebailey low on health. Nice.
Switches sides there.
Backstab.
Good hit low.
Nice down fierce.
Low fierce.
Don't get guard broken. You got guard broken. Only the sweep. The Tiger uppercut.
Who gets it? Who gets
draw
it?
Game.
Draw game.
The draw game. We gotta go one more time. No, it's a draw game. It's a replay.
You know, back at the arcade, they just kick you both off the machine. In the arcade, it's if you get double KO at the end and it's a draw, it's double game over. They sweep you off. We used to do that back at Boomers.
But this is tournament. You got to play again.
No, of course. And you see, they're going over the rules here. Jebailey here, going at it with his own right hand. Look, rare footage here of Jebailey lashing out as his own staff, blaming Tong here for the shortcoming against this Ratio for Sagat.
Can't put this on camera. Justin, you're a homebreaker. Look at Justin. Look at Justin.
And he's got to run back that Ratio 4. You got to stick with the Tiger.
It is a replay.
Yeah, we're running it back. More CBS2 action coming your way.
It
Yeah, let's rewind it. Yeah. No refunds. More replays. Jebailey here blaming his own right hand for his failure to even the score.
Alex is just popping off right now.
Breaking a sweat. You can see it here. He's going to have to work a little harder. Going to have to hold a little more back on that Hibiki and melt down that clock as much as possible, as we saw. I have never had this much fun watching this much lame play. It's great when both sides have an incentive to play lame. I just want to point that out.
It's just that, like, it's the only way really right now that Alex can win. And so Alex is incentivized to hold down back. Alex now, obviously, because not dealing with the fireballs well by not JDing. And so already behind. So already now Hibiki has to walk forward, and Hibiki does not like doing that.
No, Hibiki wants to stay on that side of the Johnny Beer sign and just be a vibe.
Hibiki wants to obviously control space, but is fine to, like, that's a grip of damage.
Oh, that low Tiger cannon makes that Hibiki wish that she was still just chilling in the last blade too. Get me out of this crossover.
Oh boy. Jebailey, I think, rattled from that last one. Thought he had it.
Oh, that's brutal. That was everything for Jebailey because that took off 50% of his HP in pretty much both of the sets that we saw previous.
And it wasn't even like a big super. It was just like level 1. This is a down fierce. Does a grip of damage and Ratio 4 on the other grip.
So instead of the sword, he replaces it with that stand roundhouse and the spiral arrow.
Nice whip punish. Standing roundhouse.
Oh, good JD there.
Another decent JD.
Yeah, and K-Groove builds very fast when you JD, as opposed to building meter by blocking with some of the other grooves. K-Groove can be able to quickly get to that, and that's really the thing is, like, K-Groove is one of those supers where you expect to see, like, a significant amount of level 3s on the table than the other grooves that people select. So I think it's actually the best. I'm willing to say it's the best suited against Ratio 4.
Nice block. JWong actually really just kind of fishing there to see if he could land the hit. Jebailey, unfortunately, has not really done a whole lot. Don't know. He's still playing a little maybe too lame. Maybe needs to approach here. 19 seconds left.
Yeah, because there's not going to be any HP for JWong to gain, but he's got none that he lost. He takes a pair of those pokes there. 7 seconds on the clock there. Gets swept back. Again, there's that. Oh, that's haymaker. Doesn't really. Yeah, because Cammy can go underneath the stand fierce that gets done there. So Justin has to throw that out there with 3 seconds left on the clock. He's going to get himself
not going to get anything.
Yeah, just
maybe a tiny pixel advance. But now it's Blanka. Blanka from Jebailey just not really doing it here. Is going to get a Tiger uppercut into the corner. just going to be one more combo will do it here. There's the
that's
combo.
so
Oh, dropped it. Jebailey is just going to eat the down fierce. Alex smiling. Justin looking at the camera. Can't believe he got another refund.
There we go.
Incredible.
Just
That was rough.
It's all for the gram, man. It's all for the content out here. Shout outs to the Wazzler gracing us with the presents that we get to see. Hope some of you, you know, like in contrast are like, you know what? I'm hoping I can pick up the Capcom Fighting Collection too, and hopefully inspire others to return it. So hopefully with that kind of energy. But that draw game, man, that was hype, man. We're all for those CEO moments, man.
That moment's gonna go down probably like mostly for the fact that he turned around and had to get into a fighting match afterwards. You can't be playing CVS2 and then turn around and play Street Fighter 7 right behind. That's not the energy we need to be bringing. I was surprised though because I thought he would JD that. I thought it was pretty obvious he would go for some kind of like a chip move.
Right.
And it felt like a kind of like a gimme JD was the last thing he could do, so I expected a tap back. Maybe he didn't land it, maybe he tried it. I don't know. Ended up that we got into a weird draw situation. Jebailey kind of did not recover from that, unfortunately. So it is what it is.
We're going to move on down to the losers bracket now coming up next. We got Pat coming back, hopefully to get that run back in action that we saw him suffering at the hands of Silentscope, who had the character advantage getting the job done with Chang. But enough about that. We got Pat, and he's going up against Concon, which looks like that's going to be a heavy hitter coming out of the Dominican Republic. All right, shout-outs to the DR. We see you.
I don't know a whole lot about the DR players. Concon is not a player that has like landed on my radar, so I'm about to learn a lot today.
No, I know they play
Oh,
wait.
wait. No, hold on. I know this man.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen you before.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I've seen him before using A-Groove.
A-Groove on a pad?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, boy. Pat Van Pelt having some trouble with his joystick.
Yeah, we're button checking up in here.
Oh, there you go.
LAGr, so now we're connected in that. And yeah, but good to see some international play, especially seeing some LATAM excellence coming in here. And that's what it's all about with the Capcom Fighting Collection, too, is all that more accessibility we got. We got more people throwing down online, being able to train, level up, and get themselves on a top 16 on a main stage on an international major. That's what it's all about, is we're getting in these button checks. So I know you're excited about seeing more Ratio 4s on the screen. I am too, but
they won't be here.
No, not here. We've had enough.
Pat's just making sure his buttons actually operate. So
for the record, by the way, Maki's been a pretty popular character over the last few years. Like, I've seen her used to both the U.S. and Japan a little bit more frequently.
She's got sauce.
She does,
yeah. She's not a bad character. She's got some tricks. Some of her roll cancel stuff is just really, really, really strong, honestly. Oh, we got Gunter in the chat. What's up, Gunter? Shout outs to Gunter from
Love
Japan.
that A-Groove guide he has, by the way. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great literature. Also, like, the translation of the CBS2 Bible was, like, really, really useful as well. And getting some of that stuff with the A-Groove in that text, so. Because I want to see more people dominating with A-Groove.
Yeah.
I love that groove and seeing it. So whatever can help with putting it on the map, absolutely fantastic.
I have never disagreed with somebody in my life more than I have just now with you. But you know what?
You said you love the cheap stuff.
I love the cheap stuff. But I could do with less A-Groove. Ooh, Pat playing N-Groove. Interesting. Concon on my Cammy Sagat. Nice my play. Love a my player. That is a great JD. That's not a good punish, though.
Oh, I know, but man. But still, nothing to lose there.
Yep.
I mean, they didn't even lose any HP off that, too. That's just how great it is at building that meter. And now the mask is off, which means oh, no, it's back on.
It's very easy to pick up, especially in a situation like that. Maya is also a character that wants to kind of move away.
Yeah.
Maya's been getting... I like Concon because Concon is on top of crouching short, standing short.
Ooh, that air throw. That air throw from so low.
Yep. Almost got the JD again. Gonna do Hellcat. You can roll cancel through it.
The power of RC.
Pat decided to. I think that's a risky RC, but you know what? Why not? Nice jump back to catch the roll cancel rolling Crystal Flash. Said no. Concon's Mai is surprisingly strong.
Surprisingly solid here, taking out some of Pat Van Pelt's better play here with the end groove. So now we got Dictator coming in here. Avoids the Psycho Crusher. And I mean, especially if blocking that Psycho Crusher, if Concon could be able to JD the whole thing, I mean, it really means business, but gets that double anti-air with it.
Honestly, you just need to like stay on the ground to bait it out. Maybe potentially get like a, I mean, if you JD'd, even if you just block it, you still get to punish it. Mai can just easily stand fierce and decent enough damage. Pat with the pop.
Oh, there we go. Jumping medium doesn't catch. Yep. Yes, the level 3 Psycho Crusher. Well done. That's a head stomp on out of it.
Not a ton of damage. It is good damage, but it is a fun pop trick, as they say.
Oh yeah, of course, being able to connect to it is just fantastic. But yeah, when that thing hits point blank, I mean, it's a problem. Oh, doesn't fully connect with the jump in there from Pat. Gives Concon a little bit of borrowed time to work with to connect with that stand roundhouse there, but Pat able to get that low medium kick to push it forward there. Now Concon's down to this ratio 2 Sagat. Let's see if this Tiger can get a little angry.
Concon has been having a lot of trouble dealing with the roll cancels from Bison, which is a huge problem because end groove Bison is like, that's what he's about. We got an activation. Activation makes you do extra damage and also unlocks level 3 supers.
Yeah, it has 2 of them in
jump back
stock.
roundhouse. Concon Sagat also pretty clean. That is a great jump back roundhouse. Or rather, sorry, roundhouse off of the JD, but didn't get anything much off of it. Manages to smack Bison around, get him off the screen. We are...
Yeah, 2 ratio 2s on deck. Had 66 seconds on the clock, which gave him a little bit of that HP. Not too generous there, but good connection to that Tiger knee. And then jumping over the crouching fierce there.
Knee.
Yeah, but then that...
Oh, Blanka's probably kind of close to dizzy. Goes for a guard cancel roll. Here comes an incredibly good guard break there.
And punish, too. Being able to run into that and get that Tiger uppercut in there for all that damage in there.
Popped. Blanka right now with pop. Dangerous. It's just like fighting.
Yep. Oh, denied.
Ratio, you know, K groove, full bar. Man, pretty much the equivalent.
How close was Concon up in there, man? I mean, seriously, he was eating good out there. You can't feel discouraged putting Pat that far back on the ropes there. This is one of the North America's finest in CVS2. As well could hold that on the international stage. So he's going to go right back to it with his Mai, Cammy, and his Sagat to see what kind of work he can throw down there. But, man, he came pretty close there.
His Mai worked this Vega earlier, this claw. So I'm trying to see, because I'm like, I played Mai pretty much like my entire time playing CVS2, and I know what I'm looking for in a good Mai player, and I'm seeing all of it.
Gets that wall jump in there. Mr. Manumi no Mai, but that to escape from that pressure.
Okay, here we go. Nice down fierce into Ryuembu punish.
Oh,
great
another
stuff.
Ryuembu. Wow, a good counter against that wall.
Concon just honestly really good Mai play here. No JDs on the rolling crystal flash. Normally he's got those. Pat has meter. If Pat can be dispossessed, there you go. Short super. Concon gonna have a half-healthy Mai to be facing down against the problem character, Bison.
Yeah, this is definitely going to turn the tide, set it in a different direction. But Pat's Bison was given a lot of problems close to the distance against Concon's Mai. So let's see if he improves on this approach as well.
Didn't finish the JD. Got hit again, roll cancel Psycho Crusher.
Yes, that Psycho Crusher, especially the RC, definitely caused the problem. We saw
Keeps
earlier.
Jumping in on Pat. Pat has been reliably anti-airing with RC Psycho Crusher. Can't be doing that.
Yes.
Could be going here for a short. Oh, that's
short
so
hop,
clean.
Empty
short hop, short super again. Great stuff here, Concon with.
Look at how quick Concon was able to get another level 3 on deck.
Those are such risky fireballs. Those fan tosses are incredibly risky. But now Concon handily in the lead against Pat Van Pelt.
Yeah, potential OCV energy on deck. If Pat doesn't hit anything with the RC Lightning or get a direct Lightning in there. Good chase with it.
With the sweep.
Love the way Concon's using the run mechanic to close the distance and get bigger punishes out there. Showing that he's able to get the bigger rewards out there.
I'm actually more impressed with the fact that he's got big punishes on all sorts of other things. He's just, his punish game is excellent. Right now, I think Blanka's in trouble of getting dizzy, and Concon has meter and a Blanka that does not want to get hit again. Nice jump by Pat. Pat manages to get a hulking Concon off.
Good response there. Now, Mai was able to set the tone. I felt like what turned the tide in the first set was Pat getting that double jumping medium punch into that level 3 Psycho Crusher. Let's see if Concon can get some momentum here with this Cammy that was able to allow Pat Van Pelt to equalize. Now, he's got full end groove on deck as he gets that first activation. Look at that damage, Selly! Look at the damage! Wow, great response there. Got the guard cancel movement there and was able to get that throw away and still land it, still get it right in the sights here, and just staring it down. I like this because you have another character on deck. Yep.
Well, the reason for this, right, is because Pat is not going to get any life back.
Oh, wait, we got a hand raised here. We got a malfunction. Technical issues. Sorry to cut you off, Sel.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, got some difficulty here. Man, what a hype set, too. Concon was playing absolutely, literally on fire. Literally.
That's a problem because if a button went out on Pat's stick, that is a round loss for Pat.
That is. Yeah, we're not taking it any other way. And I hope he doesn't turn around and yell at Tong like Alex did. It's your fault.
I don't think that's how that works.
Now we got our technicians here.
It looks like it could be a console problem. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll give you the ruling as soon as we hear from it stream. We will get it sent your way. Oh, man.
Interesting situation. It's kind of like it's not like a brand new issue with hardware. Hardware will always occasionally have an issue or two, acts of God, just things like that.
Of course, yes. It's bound to happen. Absolutely. And shout outs to all the technicians here that have been working, like doing the console cooldown cycles. Sorry, I'm trying to hear the messages that are coming my way. Can't hear you guys back there.
Extremely quiet directions from production right now. Looks like we're trying to make sure. Yep, it is round.
Yeah, so that's going to be 1-1. Looks like the ruling is that the malfunction was on Pat's side, therefore Concon evens it up at 1 apiece.
It's kind of interesting. Not sure whether that was a recent malfunction, whether something happened with the stick near the end.
Right.
What exactly went down, but the fact of the matter was that something happened and Paul had to basically pause or, pause the game because Concon realized that Pat wasn't able to move. So we're at a 1-1 situation. It's looking pretty good for Concon. That second game, that Mai play was pristine. It was just some extremely good pressure from Mai. A lot of really good approaches. Honestly, the kind of match that I'm going to study for later because I did like what I was watching. I liked a lot of there's a lot of people who don't properly or don't think to empty jump a whole lot. It looks like we're going to have to reset the PS5. It might be that we have to swap a PS5. Maybe the PS5 is causing a couple of issues. It happens sometimes, strange voltage issues that we've got going on here. When you run an event at this sort of scale, it can't help but happen. You're not trying to it's obviously not like the hardware is not anything particularly specifically wrong with the hardware. You just gotta change it because we live in Florida. It's hot, voltage problems. You know how it is.
It is. But I don't think we are doing the reset. I think we're going to just run it.
I think the reset might be for the next match.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to get one more of this. Concon with that Mai that completely dominated earlier.
Yeah, tied 1-1. And yeah, I love those confirms with the 3 lows into the
Super?
Yeah, this is a super with the flaming fans. Just getting the job done here. It's good work, and especially that crouching fierce. Yeah, standing fierce rather. Standing fierce, able to set the tone there, and the air-to-airs that you saw, the jumping short.
Yep, the use of cross-up here is also really good because Vega doesn't exactly have a lot of options with which to deal with cross-ups. That standing fierce, just always a dominating button. Great JD on the slide, which allowed for an easy punish, and then again, a bad rolling crystal flash from Pat Van Pelt means medium punch into another Ryuembu. Concon with a brand new, straight out of the packaging Mai. ready for Bison.
Yeah, this
Nice
finds Brandon. Wow,
Ooh,
against
the standing roundhouse.
Yeah,
Okay.
against the follow-up of the head stomp, too. Just running up and getting that challenge. Telling the Dictator you want all the smoke here because you are raging and red. Oh, see that mix-up there, trying to use that short up there.
No. That's a drop. That's a drop on the hop roundhouse. Want to do hop roundhouse, you immediately want to go into kick super. You want to go into super deadly, as what they say, super deadly ninja beast.
It just looked like a baiting neutral jump there.
Cho Hisatsu Shinobi Bachi. You want that because it's an easy way to deal big damage. Bison right now with pop. Pop Bison dangerous. There you go.
Oh, that wall jump too. Very
wall jump
deceptive
to get away.
too. Like she does it like right at the top of the screen. It's a blink and you miss it type thing.
Well, it's the way to get out of the corner with Mai, right? You make sure that you go off the wall.
Yeah,
you jump forward, and as soon as you're at the peak of the jump, you Musasabi away. People can't get you in the corner. It's almost impossible to chase. Very few things do, usually supers. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Mai working now on yet another OCV.
An OCV victory against someone who's like very favored to make it deep into the top 8.
He might not even get to top 8. This is crazy.
Yeah, because this is losers right now. So literally Blanka is for his
short
tournament life, and he just got set on fire.
This is crazy right now. Just absolutely. Listen, I love Mai. Mai is maybe my favorite CVS2 character. And this is insane. This is worth study. If you're trying to learn how to play Mai, this is a good way to do it. Don't click that button by accident.
The rolling ball against the light fan gets sent back. Those are some good links there from Pat. Being able to get into that crouching fierce there.
Ooh, Pat with the not the full Blanka ball.
Going light. Oh, trying to challenge the Musasuma no Mai. Not there, not happening. Pat lives to fight another character.
Musasabi no Mai just a great way to get out, and also a great, just not terrible tool overall. That cross-up was not going to do anything against.
It beat an air-to-air from Blanka. I mean,
yeah, but not roll cancel. Now, a lot of these characters on this team have very easy time dealing with random Blanka ball, which I think is the problem.
Right.
Pat can't get away with a lot of the stuff he'd normally get away with. What a good walk. Cross up into the fierce.
Yeah, the close standing roundhouse there puts him in a position here. He's down with 1 pixel left.
Nice block.
And the JD with the statement to close it out. Cone! Getting the job done. I mean, yo, he's got that swag. He's like, yo, don't call it an upset. My peoples knew I was going to hold it down over here, over at CEO Orlando, taking out Pat Van Pelt. You got to say it. This semifinals is an absolute bloodbath.
I had an idea of who I thought was going to make top 8, and Pat was somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah, it was like definitely one of the first names I wrote down.
Yeah, for Pat to not be in there right now is absolutely crazy.
Fantastic.
It's just phenomenal stuff. Right now, though, we've been having a lot of fun with CVS2, which means that it's time for all of us to get a little bit of a stand-up and stretch break. We're going to take a little break with some messages from our sponsors. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Kyo is actually a solid K-group character.
I would agree.
My opinion.
But this is, yeah, we've got, okay. So it's going to be, K on K, I believe. Yep.
I do believe
this battle is about to
this is specifically.
Look at that string and getting that stand roundhouse there. Low crushes in the face. Rapukin doesn't even need to hit and go. Jake and so close to a guard break. Didn't finish the Rekka on that after the first hit, so wasn't hit or this is going wild right here. Good jump against the Shibukin there. Tripped again. He's been batting 1,000 with that, 100%.
Yeah, it's just been
he's taking no prisoners.
Point with it.
Yeah. No prisoners taken whatsoever. Great series of JDs there to keep the K groove going.
Oh, that's punishable. No punish. Argen with the drop. Argen been landing, take no prisoners all day, and decides that right now, nah, I don't need that. Geese right now. Geese, probably one of the best characters in the game. Honestly, a lot of people don't quite understand exactly just how good he is. Nakoruru's had her stock rise also very much so. Argen got dizzy. Argen was taking too many hits. Geese does tons of stun. That is not what you want to see. The counter, the low counters, it's don't hit buttons. 2-0, 2-1 serious about to, oh my god, the mix up into the
About
damage.
to make Argen look too predictable with with that 2-character lead against the ratio 2 Sagat.
Right.
A little bit of K-Groove on deck, and we've seen that JD game get nasty. I think he can get another level 3 on deck.
I don't know. I think Argen right now is serving more spaghetti than an Olive Garden, man. I did not know why exactly he did not land that. He's sort of holding all of the pressure right now from 2-0 to 1 serious. Nice uppercut though. Finally gets him off. Short stand jab. Does
Tiger
not
Raid not
get
in the house.
Good, it's too far for Tiger Raid at that point. Tiger uppercut, at least get this Geese off of you. Argen trying to take more control of the current situation. Kind of just getting bopped.
And immediately kicks it off with Mama Haha, the just coming at you full flames from this Samurai Showdown staple.
Good stuff here right now. 2-0 2-1 series, keeping pressure with Nakoruru. Just a lot of jumping that Argen's, I guess, not ready to deal with.
Yeah, frequent flyer miles you can see from 2-0 2-1 serious there. Tiger Raid
Nice
coming, what a
JD.
low JD too, off the ground, picking it up.
It feels to me like Argen just has never fought against the Nakoruru before, and we're seeing it right now. Nice uppercut, however. Nope. Tried to do some shenanigans up close. Get stabbed.
Love that throw. Love
Another
that
stab.
throw. More of it, please.
That cross up into the instant overhead. 2-0 2-1 serious, making quick work right now. 1-0. Argen looks lost. His name used to be Argen Roast. Now it's Argen Lost right now. He's having trouble. He's like, what the hell just got hit? Did I just get hit by?
He's realizing this is too serious. You know, and he's entered in a lot. To his credit, by the way, he's entered in a lot of games, by the way. I think he's entered in like 8 or 9 games. He's someone you see always on a stage. Whether it's an SNK game or whether it's a Capcom game or an anime game. Like, he's very well versed in being a fundamental total package fighter.
How do I not know him?
And he's making some switches here, too. He's making some adjustments.
Yamazaki
and Yori. Yeah.
Yama,
This
Yori,
is the team I
Sagat.
fought against. He's got this team with C-Groove, and he's using C-Groove. This is the team I fought him against in pools.
I mean, Yama's great, but
yeah, he is.
I'm not seeing any. He's not getting anything started yet. Trying to build some space. I've seen Neri around house is going to be big damage. Huge punish there. Nice short jab, run up, throw the not really cross up. Argen Yamazaki immediately in the trash can.
Yo, so
Yori.
You see that awareness that he saw? He didn't have the distance to connect those lights, and then makes that little move forward to get that power slam like Randy Orton style.
Nice
Love to see it. Raging Storm! You know what? He does. Oh my God! He just predicted the punish. He predicted the punish.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard to predict. Every Yori player in their blood wants to do sweep, man. It's it's a Yori player thing. We all want to sweep. It's the worst move in the game. We can't help ourselves.
But it's so cool that he did that. I mean, hey, I want to give 2-1
Nice
Serious though some credit though for hitting the pretzel motion though on that Raging Storm. You love to see it. Deadly Wave, yes sir.
Anyway.
And he completes it, yeah.
No, he let it go so he could get into a close fierce.
Usually you do like the JA kid when you release it and you go with it, right?
Yeah, you finish it off into basically jab fierce J-Ken.
Yeah.
Do a lot of damage.
And then gets that stand fierce just to get this Geese out of the way. Doesn't want to spend too much time with Scott in that battle there. Bring me back the Mama Haha and let's get it on.
No, it's Monakai.
Air-to-air JDs to start off. Look at how much that K-Group's built from that.
Here we go. Okay. Is Argen going to keep letting Nakoruru get away with murder? We will find out in this next episode of Unpunished Jumps. Oh my God. Here we go.
It's a knockdown from Tiger Uppercut. Gets right back into the corner.
Nakoruru getting so much value. An uppercut on nothing. That cross-up. Can't really do much with it because you land at a funny angle, but from that height, yeah, you can. That
short hop and then gets that cancel in there.
Oh my God.
Frequent flyer miles.
Absolutely okey-doked entirely by too old. 2-1 serious. Argen did not know what to even do.
That was
Monakai just absolutely
awesome.
bodying Argen.
That was clean. That was awesome. Fantastic
That was
stuff.
disgusting. I mean, he got to go take a shower after that. I think that was dirty.
Yeah, I mean, he switched grooves and teams
and he
to
still
try to adapt to it.
But like Argen switched grooves and teams, and I didn't see him do anything with the change. Like you know, full respect and everything, but it's like, if you change to Yamazaki, I want to then see you implement a Yamazaki game plan, and there was none of that. It was just a whole lot of Monakai identifying that he could get run over, and so he did. He ran him over. And, like, there's not even a single roll cancel dust kick. Like, I'm trying to see things that show that you can use this matchup to your advantage. And I just honestly, I didn't see much. So now we're all the way over to tournament founder and organizer Alex Jebailey against Psychochronic, who, it's always nice to see Psychochronic. That's a long trip here, and he does it. If I recall, it's always from bus.
From bus, yeah, he does. We saw him at other tournaments as well. I mean, he definitely goes on a tour. Kind of reminds me of what John Madden used to do, that travel around the whole world by bus. That just throw out that reference out there.
Are you saying that Psychochronic has inherited the spirit of John Madden?
No, just throw it out. I mean, he's Canadian, you know. But yeah,
what does that mean?
Well, his hockey team is currently playing my hockey team right now in the Stanley Cup.
This is true.
It's heated right now.
It's also my hockey team. You understand that, right?
Yeah, go Cats. Let's get it. Yeah, all right. So I love this team he's got, bringing out the Sakura, Raiden, who's Big Bear with a heel turn, and Blanka.
Wow, they're holding the start button. They do not want to wait for this match at all. We're getting started. Alex Jebailey against Psychochronic. Psychochronic playing K-Sac. Not a really common pick. Sakura is going to be pretty decent in almost any groove. It's just that an A groove is when her absolute cheapness truly shines.
Yeah, she doesn't have that activation with the show, the guaranteed guard break, as well as not having the roll cancel.
She has severally good roll cancels. She has roll cancel Fireball, really strong. Roll cancel Hurricane Kick, really strong. Now Psychochronic.
And not having that in your offense, so she has to rely more on those plus frames to advance. But Jebailey doing a fantastic work here with Cammy, and then gets that dive kick.
Oh, short, nothing from Psychochronic.
I love that Sakura has a dive kick in this game, and that's some great pressure for damage.
Got the K groove out also, which is nice. Won't have to worry about that next round at the start of it, at least.
Dips low with it. That was good effort there towards the end. Psychochronic, like, getting closer to the distance with Jebailey having that significant life lead in there. Let's see what Big Bear does. Now, Raiden, I played too much Fatal Fury. Raiden here, like, he gets a lot of great Oki from the standard throw, like, more so than his command grab. But the command grab gives you a little bit more damage.
Yep. Ready, shit. Ready, go.
Now, watch out for that shoulder. It is problematic.
Shoulder's funny because the shoulder is, like, I think naturally a little invincible.
I read that it has like a significant amount of invincibility that makes it a very rewarding one. That's what I wanted to ask you more about to elaborate with.
I don't have enough writing experience.
There is
someone, listen, where's Gunner? Yo, Gunner, you in there? I'm looking into my cool little portable device going, yo, Gunner, talk to us about Raiden, man. I remember, I mean, there was some players in Miami that used to play Raiden, and I remember, obviously, like, the shoulder tackle is a decent way to try to get a little bit further in because of the invincibility. Right now, though,
Jebailey trying to use the counter against that jumping roundhouse. Oh, what a chain, though.
It was short into overhead, which feels to me like it was a mistake, but at least he got value out of it.
Buys himself a little bit more mileage there with that power bomb to be able to go. And then coming short with that shoulder charge, Jebailey just needs a little bit of a tap there and gets it.
Yeah, Gunter agreeing that Raiden Rush is good. I think Raiden Rush is good so long as you can make your opponent block it. If it whiffs, you are going to eat a punish, just like we saw earlier with Jebailey punishing it. That was too high of a bounce on Blanka's JD for him to be pressing Fierce that early.
Yeah, she has such an incredible hitbox. I love the hitbox on the Crouching Fierce.
Yep.
Over just the vertical, it just slashes through that Y-axis. Could cut off one of those windmills back there.
Yep.
Blanka slide
really
denied. Another one
right now from Jebailey.
That was max space too.
Oh, that is, if I do not wrong recall, at that distance where you're still very close, Blanka with meter, I believe, can punish Hibiki quarter circle forward, Fierce short slash. I could be wrong. However, Hibiki making pretty short work of Psychochronic's Blanka, which means that Jebailey inexplicably up in his own tournament 1-0. Yeah, if they let Jebailey into top 8 yet again, I'm entering next CEO. This cannot be allowed.
Looking forward to it. I'd love to see Jebailey's reaction if he doesn't make top 8 in his own tournament.
It's happened before. But he tends to place top 8 at CVS2 tournaments from time to time because honestly, hard to deal.
There we go. We got the Jebailey face on. That's the face of being up 1-0. Let's see with Jebailey with his restored confidence what he can do to close the distance.
Right now, it looks a lot like pressuring with solid Cammy buttons. Sakura also has some pretty good buttons. Sakura has a very solid crouching fierce, has a great anti-air, has a really good far roundhouse and far medium kick. It's just that you don't much use the far medium kick because far roundhouse is so much better.
Oh, it's such a godly button.
Standing light kick, also incredibly good button.
It's fantastic here. Psychochronic is raged and engaged, but Jebailey not afraid to continue to keep pressuring and then gets that guard break. He gets rewarded for it. All that damage that Cammy gets off it. Now, Psychochronic not able to establish any offense with the plus frames for the buttons. He's just like backtracking and rewinding, just trying to land one of those dive kicks in there.
Cross up.
Yeah, Jebailey with that awareness there to see that trajectory and catch it and shut it down. Got himself a full character advantage here. Heading up as Psychochronic's Raiden cuts a heel promo. Kind of like,
Rugal.
Maybe not a big fan of Rolento. We'll see. Okay.
Can't believe you made a. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. Not a single wrestling joke. To be fair, it's kind of hard. Raiden's on the screen.
He has a mic. I mean, what else it is? You're gonna see. Raiden's activated now, throwing out those drop kicks. I think we might see some miss.
You gotta punish those.
Yeah, I think he missed out on the miss.
No, Jebailey does not mash enough to get the full value out of the super. Probably regrets that a little bit.
Yeah, only 3 hits from that. Usually I think he does about like 7 or 8, I think. I mean, it's a level 3 version too. So it should have been more on the table.
You should have gotten a lot of value for that. Nice pressure here coming from Alex. Nice block.
Yeah, but this is favoring Alex. As the time goes further, down the 30-second mark there. Oh, the jump back dive kick. It's nasty that she can do it from jumping back. That guard break's happening there.
Yup, almost got the kill. Oh,
there's missed. Oh
my God.
Trying to spit out that flame. Shades the original Sheik. Not happening, though. Shut down as Jebailey about to OCV his way into the top 8.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Psychochronic still has Blanka. Blanka, pretty good character. Believe that Cammy does pretty okay against Blanka.
Right, he's gone the distance to get to the tournament. Let's see if he can go to the distance to come back in the match. Oh, how low up that cannon spike.
Extremely deep cannon spike.
Direct lightning. Nope, you get JD'd instead.
Really hard to deal with Spiral Hour. Oh, cannon spike gets blocked.
Jebailey gonna, sorry, Psychochronic backing it up there. Gets a few bites in there and close it out now. Now 63
is gone.
63 seconds. The health's gonna go just around before the B.
Probably.
So some good hits on this on Jebailey's
right. Yep, a little bit after the B actually. Just a scooch. Short,
generous
short.
For
got out of the corner.
Good jump in there. That jumping fierce in that arc that it has.
Landed too deep. Landed too high though, so got punished. Sack throw, super turbo hours. Damn, just kind of hitting buttons right now at Psychochronic. Already the match is even because you can't be messing around with a Blanka when they're red. Nice block.
Will it?
No, it will not.
Knives in the drawer. Psychochronic going to continue to keep eating, taking down 2 characters with his back against the ropes. Jebailey here on match point just needs to get about 30% of this Blanka's HP to take it home.
Psychochronic playing a little more solid now at least. Oh, Jebailey eating Blanka balls for no reason.
That short up there, but gets bit for it.
Nice. Force Jebailey to wake up into the electricity.
Off that
Jebailey
neutral
needs
jump.
To be careful. Jebailey is both in danger of stun and also taking way too much damage.
Chronic's Blanka here needs a JD.
Oh, Psychochronic jumped when he didn't need to. Alex is going to do up ball for the win. Alex Jebailey giving us a thumbs up as he says, oh my God, Mom, look at me, I qualified, I did it.
He also survived the Wazzler and lives to fight another round as he makes it to tomorrow's CVS2 finals.
And he's mugging for the camera.
You'll love to see it.
Get me out of here.
Hey, I'm just happy we're back in Orlando.
I can't believe this.
So we got one more fight coming your way here, and it's going to be kind of new face against old face, tried and true. We got on one side representing the 305, one of our boys, Evo champion in Marvel vs. Capcom, FGC, throwing down. Good to see Job throwing out there.
Yeah, yeah. Hope has got like some very interesting like selection of characters. If I don't recall, and I don't know what he's playing lately, but he loved to use Knack. That would be a second Nakoruru.
His Knack is a staple. His Knack is a staple. You know, as long as he's on stage with sandals, he's got a Knack on deck coming. On the other side, we got hometown. In his own hometown, St. Harri here from Retro Revival. They run a monthly in the local series here in Orlando. Yeah, I mean, he plays a few other of the newer games here, but he's been leveling up and putting in work across the monthlies at CVS2 up here in Orlando. So playing in his own neck of the woods for an opportunity to qualify for top 8. You know, he's happy to be here, but let's see if he can put in the work getting past this experienced veteran player here. We got Hope here, Evo champion credentials here, and he's hella good at CVS2.
We're getting a quick little button check here.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight.
I like how they picked the same characters as previous though. That's dope.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna do a button check, you might as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's efficiency.
Good
as opposed
old
to
efficiency.
picking ratio 4 and just going through it. So, but yeah, very happy to see Retro Revival here making it into the semifinals of CVS2. Just always love seeing some new faces, secret bosses we got going on here. But Hope, man, he loves this game. I mean, I know when I see him attending majors, he'll usually be at the 24-hour arcade, camped out at the cabinet, throwing down, doing work, playing CVS2 for days. If he's not in some exhibition, team battle, or doing work over on the Marvel vs. Capcom side of things.
I mean, that's what, when I went yesterday to go play some CVS2 until I saw karaoke and it's Allure stole me away. However, I played a bunch of CVS2, and when I was kind of in between some of the karaoke matches, who would be there but Hope? Now, St. Harri has Anchor Rolento. A-Groove is not exactly a thing I'm expecting. However, not bad. Rolento is a strong A-Groove character. I don't know if I would put him at the end to put Bison there. However, FGC with Knack, Hibiki, Sagat. 3 characters with weapons. Nakoruru with her knives, Hibiki with her sword, Sagat with his eye patch and enormous arms. Nope, it's not going to do much. However, it does give some pressure.
Yeah, and unsheaths the claw there.
Yep. Vega off the wall for some reason. I can't believe that worked.
Harri
It's not super turbo. That move is not great.
Yeah, and using those 3 kicks to continue to just keep jumping back and forming more on the chase. Good anti-air there by FGC.
I'm surprised that went kind of the way it did. I thought St. Harri actually was going to try to do some activation stuff with Vega, but now the real Vega has arrived. Oh, here we go.
There we go, the point blank.
Into the corner.
Is he going to paint it? Yep. Oh, no, he dropped the brush. He dropped the brush. Ah, man.
The house is unpainted. Healing, you got to do something. Let him get the whole life bar back. Gamers, it's Street Fighter 5 all over again. No, sorry, Ultra 4 all over again. I can't believe it.
Believe me, I still have PTSD from it, so yeah.
Oh boy. Oh buddy, oh me, oh my.
Jumping after the Psycho Crusher, goes full screen. Got FGC waiting there with Crouching Fierce. He's got a good string up in there. Could possibly get a 2-character victory before St. Harri restores that A-Groove. And Mama Haha, oh no, can't get the job done there. Just clip the wing just by a little bit and then gets that challenge on the Satan's Inverse to be able to get that near OCV.
Yeah, double inverse right there. Not really effective for him, but right now.
Satanas al revés.
Satanas al revés. We have here, really do be our last match. Activate to blow through, which honestly,
he's gonna lose it all. He's gonna lose it all.
I get it, but now you don't have it for Hibiki.
Yeah, you don't even get that level 1 utility that you get from that if the meter's half full. So that's a questionable activation there leading into, because, I mean, it'd be such a better position to have that A-Groove on deck fully with Rolento ready to roll.
Yeah, but to be fair, Rolento does build it up pretty fast because he has a lot of multi-hitting moves because of Patriot Circle.
Yeah.
The problem with Patriot Circle is that Patriot Circle gives you a whole K-Groove bar.
And when we just saw St. Harri try to do Patriot Circle on block there, but Hibiki's one of the shortest characters and whips under it. It happens again and then just clips at the knees on both sides here. FGC's good slash away from going up 1-0 just before St. Harri can get that A-Groove back.
He has A-Groove.
It's back in business.
Good activation. We'll get value. Goes for roll activate, which honestly, yeah, I get it.
It was cool. It was cool. I liked it. It looked cool there.
Didn't get a whole lot out of it, however.
Only got the guard break down to 50% too. It's going to be problematic.
Went to go try to build some more meter, but instead got clocked. FGC right now, up 1-0. With a chance now of cruising into top 8, I would say.
Yeah, we didn't get to see Sagat using that eye patch yet with that one character advantage. You know, which you mentioned is his weapon.
Yeah, well, it's really his guns.
Yeah. He's playing off of that.
Yeah, it's Tiger A right here and Tiger B on the other side, you know. He's got them locked and loaded.
Like Joe Dirt?
Yeah. My man's carrying 2 huge guns. He's enormous. Man ate the last Sagat. He's so big.
Oh, get that air Hurricane Rana there to start it off for St. Harry, getting that air throw.
Yep, not entirely sure the insistence on jumping here on a character you don't need to jump at. It's very fine to just walk at Nakoruru. You're Vega.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, you just want to take to the skies there. You want to keep those feet on the ground. Now you got to pay the price for getting dizzy. FGC's going to get back to the R health-wise, too.
That's not the problem. The problem is that he's going to get back all the way up to the R. The problem is that Nakoruru's got almost all their bar. Whoops. I got carried away.
You said FGC, right?
Yeah, I said FGC, yeah. They're going to get all their FGC
bar, yeah.
All their FGC bar.
Yeah,
healing,
range.
no? I would have healed just to feel something.
Oh, there's activation, but no, you were already holding down back
Mash
on
super?
it, so not happening.
No Mash Super? Aww.
Yeah, not close to the guard break either. Not going to happen. No dice there, so FGC able to sit back, just kind of just wrap the warm scarf around because we got the AC blasted in this
here
venue.
you go. No, it's looking pretty good right now for Harri. Harri is being a little less. You can't just sit all the way over there.
Walks right into it there, but FGC just kicking back. I think FGC's motivation there was just get that clock continue to go. Got it down to 42 there. That's going to be just like a little bit more soup, please, more porridge. Like just not a generous helping there.
I mean, Bison.
Not a fill. An oatmeal cookie at best.
The thing with Dictator, right, is that Dictator's position on the tier list depends on how much meter they have. Right now they're S tier, but wait, they could be double S tier in just a moment. Double S tier character. As soon as the LAGr stocked up, anyway, he's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Great punish there off that JD, getting those 5 hits clean to see it done here. Now FGC here is on top 8 point with 2 characters in a good place. Oh, I love that that special intro there.
Very good, Rolento right now. It's just Rolento. No, my God, it did not need it to land a hit.
It's not going to get close
to
to the
carry
guard break
Hibiki
either.
to the corner. Did not get to. However, there is a guard break opportunity.
Oh, but he read that.
I can't believe he did it twice.
He
let him know, I expect you to come in high, and then Rolento went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in high. Just looking rough. Oh, we get a chuck over into the other corner. Rolento, not enough health yet. Oh, Patriot Circle.
This time Stan blocks it and gets the punish out of it, and finest finish off that dramatic KO. Depends on what localization you selected on the collection. And FGC advances over to top 8, where he's made several appearances here previously at CEO Finals. Let's see him go the distance. Shout outs to St. Harry representing Team Retro Revival, doing a fantastic job there, making it this far. But FGC clocking in and putting in work. Tried and true veteran mastership play there.
We have a crazy top 8.
We sure do.
First off,
kick it off.
We didn't get to see 202 on serious play, but I want you to know that Eric Turbo 2-0'd him to put him into losers, and then he came down here and wrecked Argen. So right now it's looking like Eric Turbo versus JWong will probably be our first match. We didn't get to see Boss yet, but we're going to get to see Boss versus Silentscope in what I think is going to be maybe the best match of the tournament. Maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You want to tune in from the start.
I hope so. On the loser side, we're going to have Concon with that excellent my play, and honestly just overall extremely strong. Obviously FGC, so Concon and FGC. So the 2 Latin America, I don't like that. Something's wrong here with this bracket. I'm going to talk to Jebailey about this. And Jebailey versus 202 on serious, which as we saw 202 on serious play, I think I have to give it to him. But
fan,
Alex is
yeah.
Alex, and Alex every now and then has a way of surprising people. But that was a great top 16. I honestly wish we'd gotten to watch that Eric Turbo match, but I get it.
I do too.
Eric
You know,
Turbo,
and that's
Eric
just
Turbo
what I
has
was
a lot of
thinking.
other games that they're playing, and it might have been for expedience sake to not put him on stream.
Yeah.
But honestly, great matches all around. I like
But he's a fantastic player too. I mean,
Yes.
when I was watching 2021 series, I was thinking like, who sent this guy to losers? I was like, it had to
Well,
be
that
Bison
explains
or
it.
Eric Turbo. It
Yeah.
had to be one of those two. I mean, they're definitely coming into the top 8 as some favorites. But like, but seriously, like we've seen like some masterful play, like the Silentscope Apology Tour that we're kicking off
I'm
here.
so sorry, Silentscope. I've
Gonna see that
said some
Rugal
terrible
doing
things.
work.
That Rugal was so crisp. I can't wait.
A1.
If anyone's gonna take Boss out right now, my money would be on either Justin or Silentscope. And I usually only ever go, well, maybe Justin will do it, but usually it's just gonna be Boss. But right now, I have a good feeling about how the way Silentscope is playing, and it might just be that I'm overcorrecting for earlier, but that was a dominant win.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Going into JWong as well, curious question is he going to get into the top 8 with that ratio for Sagat? But hey, he got the job done qualifying with
he
it.
already got the top 8 with ratio for Sagat. I don't think he's going to keep playing. If he keeps playing it, I got nothing.
I mean, hey, you know, that's just the Wasler's way, man. So we're definitely going to look forward to seeing
No,
that.
man, you can't be playing. You can't be all the way up there playing against Eric Turbo and then ratio for Sagat.
Yeah, no, facts.
You
facts,
cannot.
Facts.
That's
That's
ratio for
disrespectful.
Sagat. No, you just run out of ratio forable people to play
Facts.
against.
So on the other side, we got also Jebailey. We got FGC making it in there as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a bloodbath all around. And I know you're going to tune in tomorrow to go ahead and kick it there. We got James Chen and Rome throwing down on it.
We have James
JWong
Chen, we have Rome, and also once I believe it was originally going to be JWong, but then JWong ruined everything by being in top 8. Completely inconsiderate of him. How could you?
Yeah, shout-outs. But I'm a huge fan of both of them, of James Rome and of course JWong. So all three, yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. So like that was an awesome semifinal stream to be a part of as well. And hey, I really want to say it's been absolutely amazing.
It's been
kicking it with you.
while.
It's been a while.
Last time was Combo Breaker, and we were in a cage.
Yeah, and I was subbing in because of the grudge match with Dr. B and JWong.
Yes,
I was
correct.
commentating only that one. But in particular, I mean, I want to say you are someone whose homework I've stolen from. I've learned so much of the game from
You're
you.
not allowed to flatter me on stream. Cut the feed. Get me out of here. Thank you
I'm just
for
speaking from
coming
the
here
heart.
tonight. We appreciate you all immensely. We hope you watch more CVS2 tomorrow. Don't let this guy start flattering me on camera. I will just get up and run away. From both of us here tonight, thank you for watching CEO 2025 Top 16 CVS2. Catch you at Top 8 tomorrow.
Mucho amor. See
Mucho
ya.
amor. Love you all.